Yes, today we are going to be looking at something very simple, yet not many people understand the power that it has. So I happen to have the privilege the other day to interview one of my mentors, I call her. She is one of the winning women that was in our studio helping our ladies navigate challenges to becoming champions. So while I was doing the pre-recording that day, the Spirit of the Lord dropped strongly and she began to do what I call prophesy, right? To you that is watching, if you don't really understand the things of the Spirit, that is okay, because that is why I'm here. Remember, I am your spiritual midwife who is going to be helping you walk through your dreams, your desires, your purpose, and make sure that we give birth to them all, right? So I remember the other day when I put out there, who I am and the people I want to serve. My husband called me and he was like, babe, do you understand the meaning of midwife? I said, yes, for the fact that I have not told you all these years, over 2 years, that the man of God spoke into my life and he aligned to what I've always loved to do, to help women bet their purpose. Does not mean that I do not know what I put out there. So he was like, I'm just checking, if you really know that midwife is who does this. And I said, yes. So in this channel, as we know, we want to help you give birth to, awesome things. But instead of doing it in a most difficult way, we want to bring it to you effortless. Because the time the Lord showed me the people who I'm going to be serving, he showed me them in the way that it was a simple, no protocol, no recipe followed meal that I cooked for them, and they enjoyed it so deliciously that they wanted more. So every time I think about you who is watching in this channel, I wonder and imagine and enter into the thinking of, how can I help you effortlessly? How can I help you give birth to your child just as easy as you would have wanted it to be? And that is why one of those ways, the blueprint I'm going to be dropping here today. So I call it Unleash the Author in You with God's Blueprint. Come on. As I say, remember, is from one of my mentors, and she actually told me I can use it to just help others. So after the last 7 days of using this blueprint to actually produce something that would have taken me, who knows, there's so many of them that have been in my mind all these years and I could not bring them. But with this blueprint I'm going to share with you today, spiritually I call it, like, I want to do something I call impartation. I want to, let you know that, from the realm of the spirit, you can give birth to that thing that is in your spirit. And it can start from just, you taking this blueprint and pour out that story that is in you right now that you want to share. It might not be story of what somebody did to you, but it's something that you can teach somebody, or something that you can share that can help somebody. And that is how you're going to start on the journey of, birthing your dreams and your desires and your purpose. So what am I saying? Today is a 7 days to manifestation. And what are you going to manifest? In this particular video, we are going to tell you that you can manifest a book in 7 days. And it's a system that you're going to have around it that I'm going to show you in this video, and how you're going to go about it, right? Because there's always a strategy. As I will always tell my team members and the people that have worked with me over the years, that I always love strategy. I remember when I joined network marketing almost 4 years now, the first thing the people that have been in the industry long enough told us is we need systems, and we need to follow whatever they say to do, to get the result that they've been getting. And I'm telling you, for being a good follower that I am, and now trying to lead the people who are going to be working with me, I believe that it helped me just by following the systems and the strategies and how they were doing it, I was able to, do it just like them. And actually, everything they say we could have do, like make $100 a day, that was the landmark those days. Some of us got to even making $1,000 a day in that particular opportunity, just by following systems that really work. So here, I want to give you a 7 days, I call it blueprint of you writing your own book or launching a business. Like my mentor said that day, you don't have to really know everything in that 7 days, but you have a 7 days mapped out to think about how you're going to run your life for the rest of your life, and put in strategies that are going to help you do it. But in this one, the very first thing that God did, which is, remember, is unleash the author in you with God's blueprint. Don't forget that part. And we got this principle from Genesis chapter 1. And when you look at Genesis chapter 1, you realize that the Bible says in verse 3, let there be, and there was. So God have done the second part. But in verse 2, the Bible says that the Spirit of God moved over the face of the waters, right? And that is the first thing that we're going to be looking at. The first principle, the first step to go through this system so that you can give birth to whatever you want to give birth to. But right now we're looking at you becoming an author, because remember, as an author, the word author came from a place of authority. Came from the word authority. And now becoming an author of a book in whatever knowledge you share or whatever story that, this morning I was so blessed. Oh my God, how will I forget? How will I forget that? One of my daughters in Nigeria, Vicky, just reached out to me this morning. I was like, oh my God, my book is in Amazon. My book is in Amazon. I was like, wow, what a great news. And, she feeling like an author that she is, because she is. And I asked her, how long did you take? She said it took 2 years to manifest. And I'm here trying to give you a blueprint that can help you manifest your book in 7 days, in less than 30 days, in less than 90 days, by just following the Genesis blueprint from God. Come on, who does that? I'm so excited this season, because I know there are many that are going to walk with us, follow what we're going to be teaching, what we're going to be helping, because it's a help thing. And whatever you're looking at to actually write or bring out there, you have to make sure that it's going to help somebody, so that somebody will find value in it and now grab it, right? So the first thing we want you to look at in your 7 days journey of manifestation is seeing it, right? This can be done in a day. This can be done in a couple hours. This can be, once you understand the principle, this shouldn't take a whole day looking at, but this is the order, spiritual order, I call it, because you need to connect in the spirit. Then because you've connected in the spirit, it's easy now to manifest. So I'm going to be writing it so that you can see. I have the board today, so I want you to see. The first thing to do is you have to see it, right? So this word is going to be important. That's the first thing. Remember, we're looking at 7, days, 7 days to manifestation. That is the real journey today, is to take you through a 7 days of manifestation. And what are we manifesting? Unleash, right? Let me help you, somebody. Let me tell you, once you master this, you can not only become an author, you can be a business owner, you can start that career that you unleash the author in you. You see that? With God's, I just want to put it here so you can know what we're doing with God's blueprint. This is already given to you. You're not working hard for this one. This is already there for you with God's blueprint. So the blueprint is there. You just need to embrace it and work with it. So the very first thing you do in that blueprint is you see it. Remember, we are looking at it from the place of Genesis chapter 1. And that is the place of creation. And what is it you want to create? You don't have to be book alone. You don't have to be book. It can be business. It can be starting a career. You just need a few days to put things in place. Like, why am I teaching you this? I woke up last week and I decided to take a 7 days journey, not only follow the step, follow the blueprint, and write my own book on it, which I've done, is about to come out in a few days. You're already into the publication place and is about to come out. Not only did I follow it for the book, I also followed it for other things I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. So I created this on Monday, I created this on Tuesday, because I saw it. So this is a foundation I want you to see before you even start, because this is going to help you, prep you from the realm of the spirit to see that it is completely possible, right? So now that is the first, you have to see it. The Bible said that the Spirit of the Lord hovered, the Spirit of the Lord moved, over. So meaning he was watching everything, and he saw it was empty, and it had no shape, no look, nothing. It was void, right? And now the second thing he did was what? He now declared, let there be. And that was the second thing you're going to be looking at. And the second thing is what? Let's say who knows. Let me see who knows what it is. Say it, right? He saw it, which is see it, then say it, right? He saw it, and which is see it. You are going to see it. We're talking about you now. God, that was in the past, right? So he saw it, he now said it. But you now, you're going to see it, and you're going to say it, right? So in the realm of this, we're going to prep yourself as, okay, I am going to practice these principles so that I can give birth to that thing I'm looking at. And the third thing that followed was what? He did it. But you are going to do what? Do it. I just want you to see where we're going. This is for you. We are following God's blueprint. So he saw it, he said it, and he did it. But you now, that is what you're going to see it, you're going to say it, and you're going to do it. That's the first 3 steps that you need to do right here. I hope you follow it. If you follow it, put comment below so that I will know that this is helping you. It really had helped me. From the time I had this principle, I've been using this 7 keys, 7 days, 7 whatever 7. I've been doing it so that I can, do it just like God did it. The Bible said he did that. So the fourth thing that I want you to implement as you're going to, wind yourself into this creating things. Like whatever it is you want to create, you need to make all these 7 ways, all these 7 principles. You need to really know that you're going to follow them so that it will be easy for you to create it. So the fourth thing is you need faith. Remember, as somebody who is going to be creating your book in 7 days, you need to believe that this message you have is something worth bringing, and people will be ready to, hear it, use it, or it's going to change lives. So you need to create faith and trust around it so that you just don't do it faithless, because faithless is not going to yield nothing. It will be a wasted effort. So that is the fourth one, which you can do. Like you can actually take the 7 days to air yourself. So on the first day, I'm going to see it. On the second day, I'm going to say it. On the third day, I'm going to do it. On the fourth day, I'm going to, have faith that whatever it is going to happen. And I also have trust. And on the 5th day now, you're going to come and say, okay, I will surrender. I will surrender. Guys, let me tell you something. Surrender means that you are going to just lay aside every heavy weight, lay aside every doubt, lay aside every limiting belief, lay aside every fear that might want to say, oh, you can't do it. This is not for you. There's some people better out there that can, their voice can be heard. So just cut the whatever and just be yourself. No, you have to surrender and say, Lord, I believe that I can create whatever it is that I want to create in 7 days. For example, we are looking at, you becoming an author in 7 days. So unleash the author in you in 7 days, right? With God's principle, which you know that Genesis said it to us that he made everything in 6 days and he rested in the 7th. So that is the blueprint. But now I am prepping you to come to the place where you know that you can. Because without these steps, You might like get even, you might hear this message with the blueprints, okay, but this is not possible. What is it I can do in 7 days? That no, I did it. But how did I do it? I implemented all this so that it will be easy for me to do. So it will be easy. And now from the 5th one, we went to the 6th one, right? And I'm going to show you guys here what the 6th one is. And the 6th one is you have to be grateful, right? Gratitude. Gratitude is so important in life. You have to be grateful. You have to begin to have that place of God declared is good. You have to now see yourself, okay, even before you start the process, oh my God, this book is going to help somebody. This business is going to help somebody. My life is going to help somebody. Everything I'm going to create is going to be a good resources in somebody's hand. It's going to be a good knowledge. It's going to be a good knowing. It's going to be a good revelation. Okay, it's good. It's good. So you have to be in that place of, Lord, I'm grateful that you are putting me through this path to make an impact, to be a voice, to help somebody with the program that you have placed in my hand to give them. And the 7th one now is integration. I like that one, right? Integration. Why is this steps good? It said integrating and appreciating the work he has done. So even before, which is part of what you're going to do too in your 7 days of creating your book, 7 days of creating your book or creating your business plan, right? You can create a business plan in 7 days. You can brainstorm in 7 days. What am I going to be? You can put forth your goal as we're discussing it, workable, the wise goal, workable, what do you call it now? Oh my God, help me, Holy Ghost now. You know, we discuss wise goal, which is workable, which is intentional, which is what now? Strategic and excited doing it. You can actually integrate the whole entire thing for the 7 days. And even in the midst of doing the book in 7 days, all these principles, all these steps, all this place of, you know, fortifying yourself for whatever obstacle is going to come your way, you already prepped to it. So I recommend that even before you start, you walk through the steps. You see it, you say it, you do it, you have faith enough and trust that it's going to come to fruition, it's going to happen. I see it, and I'm willing, I'm ready to walk. And you surrender to the process. You surrender to the process. You surrender to the maker who has given you the power. As a creator, he created you to create. So you actually believe that I am created to create. I am created to make an impact. So you surrender to your maker completely, and now you are grateful. Gratitude comes in. You are so grateful. You wake up every morning like, I'm happy and grateful that this is another day that God has given me, that I'm going to put down my knowledge, I'm going to put down my thoughts, and I'm going to just, you know, turn it into something that's going to bless somebody. And now you integrate everything and know that it was done, and it was done well. I did it well. And now that brings me to how will you really do it? What are the steps to actually unleashing the author in you with God blueprint? You see how I'm so excited that today I don't even know how I'm actually doing this, because I'm just so happy about how many of you will use this particular video to just change your life for good. Be an author for something that makes you an authority towards that particular thing that people are reading from you. And as I said, if you need a community to continue this journey, we are here as your midwife to help you. My team and I are so ready to make sure that you get the best of your life now. And how will you do it? Have you imagined pouring out 1,000 words every blessed day out of your thinking place, out of your comfort zone? You already have your title, you already have your subtitle, you already know what you want to write. Like I did, I've always wanted to help people unleash their purpose. So I took the last 7 days and I stated the 7 steps that have helped me unleash my purpose, regardless of all odds. I'm here. And that is what you have to remember. You have to know what you want to write about. You have to understand what God is showing you to even write about. Have the revelation if you have to, or just know that you know this is my passion. I want to bring this. I want to talk about this. And that, start giving you the ideas of 1,000 words a day. Come on. Your 7,000 words can make an ebook perfect. And if it's more than 7,000 words or more, you can turn it into a cover book and you can become an author in 7 days. Guys, I did it. If I didn't do it, I won't come here to tell you guys that. That's why I'm so excited I can't even talk. Yes, if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe because, hey, I am mind blown how we can take 7 days to produce something that takes people years. I don't mean you that wrote your book in years, you write a good book. I don't mean that. But remember that these days, if you really have something in you that you want to give, all you need is just the strategy, the system, and the how to do it. And before you know it, you release it. But if you don't know how to do it, it's always hard. So how do we prep to actually come to the place where we know we can? One thing I want to do for me is take a week. Take a week and go through this particular revelation. On the first day, see what you want to write. On the second day, say what you want to write in your mind. Know it. Walk around your house, walk around your community or wherever. I don't know where you live or how you do, but just take a thought out. Just think about it all day. Like if you say it out to somebody and just, hey, do you know, I have this idea and I really want to write about it. And how does it sound? You can talk to somebody if you have somebody. If not, talk to yourself and hear yourself. And the third day, do it. How do I mean do it? Start brainstorming. Everything you saw, you said. Now, how do you do it on the third day? Before you even start doing the process of the 7 days into the book, what do you do by doing it? Start writing down something. Get the topic, get the title, and get things, like, okay, get a file, put what you want to do, open your Google, say something, and just put it there and leave it. Don't do nothing. And on the 4th day now, begin to pray and build your faith in it that this is not my battle, right? This is not my battle. Say it's going to be a blessing to somebody. And now I have no fear. I'm going to say it right. I'm going to write it. It's going to, you begin to speak into it. You begin to command, like a higher understanding of wisdom around it. And now prep yourself for when you're going to start, which is the very next first day after the 7-day ritual, I call it, right? Now, after that, on the 5th day, you surrender completely. Like, Lord, I surrender. My mind is made up. I'm going to do this regardless. I'm not going to be moved by people who are going to say different. I'm just going to be moved by your revelations, by what you're going to say. And I'm taking this 7 days challenge and I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it well. So you begin to, surrender yourself. Even if you have to sing, I surrender all. You surrender your will, your emotion, your self-doubt, your low esteem. You surrender everything. And you surrender your inabilities, your things that have been keeping you down. You surrender them. You just come to this realm of, Lord, I believe that I can, and I'm surrendering to the Creator Himself who has given me the ability to create. And that is what you're gonna do on the 5th day. On the 6th day, you go into Thanksgiving. Oh Lord, I thank you. I thank you for this is done. I thank you for I have the power. I thank you for you have already revealed to me what I'm going to be writing, what I'm going to be creating. If it's a business, I thank you that, you didn't pass me by. This is so, my life is going to be a life that people are going to, want to hear from. I thank you because not even language barrier can stop me. I'm so grateful for this revelation. I'm so grateful for this book. I'm so grateful for this business. I'm so grateful for my career that I'm about to embark. Whatever it is you're creating, you don't have to be booked. Whatever it is you're about to create in 7 days, you're about to give a voice in 7 days, you're about to give a name in 7 days, you're about to start in 7 days, right? You're about to organize in 7 days. You just begin to give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Send your thanks up. He said when praises go up, blessings come down. You know, you prep yourself to the place of, you know, like what I call fortify yourself, you know, so that every prison door, remember what we were discussing the other day with praise for Paul and Silas. The Bible said that when they praised and prayed, what happened? Their chain fall down. So whatever it is that is holding you down from doing this thing, from being your best version, from, you know, releasing that which is in you, from giving birth to the greatness God has called you, you begin to tear it down with your gratefulness, with your gratitude, with your praises, with your thanksgiving, with your prayer as well on that particular day, which is the 6th day. And on the 7th day, you see everything you have done. Even before you do the book, you begin to visualize it. Oh, it is done. And it was done well. Oh my God, it is done and it was done well. This is what I call a system that you need before you even launch into your 7 days of now pouring out those 1,000 words each day that's going to give you that book. And if you need help, as I said, if you ever need help and you want a community to do it, be like, okay, after writing it, what do I do? Yes, you can message me. If you really believe that you need help, message me. I have where to, you know, how to do it for you and how to get those, your dreams and your vision. Remember, that's why I'm here. I'm the midwife. I want to help you. That's why I'm here. I want to make sure that you have that voice. You know, I always tell people why I love interviewing all these, what I call authors and publishers and people in that realm is that every time I talk to them, I feel bad about how my father, who happens to be a very great person, he did a lot of against all odd movement, things that was not possible for his mate was possible for him. He went to school, he even had a PhD from a school here in America. He became doctorate. He's an archdeacon before he died in Anglican Church. He was one of the best teachers out there. But look what made me do this video for you who is watching. What made me take that challenge of the 7 days to bring up a book for you who watching. Why I did this journey and why I'm doing this video is that my father died with all those greatness in him. Nobody knows about him through his stories. He didn't write nothing. He didn't teach nothing. He didn't, there was nothing that's okay. This is what Reverend Stephen Chukwuemeka, wrote for us to remember him. He just died. He just died with all the knowledge, all the achievements, all the stories he would have told, and all the teachings he would have done, because he was one of the greatest teachers in his time. You can ask of him, right? But you watching me, you're still here. You can be that voice. So now I am in this movement. Every time these authors come to my studio, I feel like, oh my God, I'm so blessed. I want to hear something that's going to change somebody's life. And that is why I'm doing this video. Because I know that even if it's not clear, you can message me, Niece, what are you saying? I didn't get it. I'm kind of lost. You seriously? I can write a book in 7 days. How? I will tell you how, step by step. I will give you the guide, and you will be in our community because we're going to be doing it. This is not just, I have done it. Once my book is out, I'm going to come here and show you guys I've done it. I did it. I did it. I did it. It's God's blueprint. Unleashing the author in you with God's blueprint. God made you a creator. Because he said, let us make man in our image. And how did God was introduced as a creator, and now he's making a mini him. What do you expect a mini God to do? Guys, answer me below. What do you expect a mini God to do? A mini God will also be what? A creator. Come on. But you need to align yourself first. Walk in these principles and these revelations and prep yourself for whatever it is going to come your way, whatever you want to create, and be ready to create it and refuse to let anything stop you. So anyway, is Reverend Joy Doe. This is not a topic that I'm going to do one time. It's a topic that I believe as time goes on, I'm going to have more things on it just to help you get the clarity. You can write your book in 7 days by just following God's blueprint that I believe that I've shared on how to do. But this is the principle I want you to follow. See it, say it, do it, have faith around it and trust, and surrender completely. Remove all the negative things and just program yourself that, yes, I can. Then be grateful that it is done. Give God thanks that you already did it. And now integration means just see that it is done. The Bible said that when God done, he said, oh my God, look at it. It said when God done, he appreciated the work he had done. Say, this is good. This is good. Just see it already. Oh my God, this is good. This is good. Like now I'm telling you that I'm seeing it. This is good. Just the knowledge alone. Let me tell you something. You just need a word to change your life. Anyway, guys, I'm going to see you guys in the next episode as we keep changing lives, as we keep touching lives, as we keep doing those amazing, those mind-blowing things, those things. The Bible said that I and the children the Lord has given to me, that we shall be for signs and for wonders. Do you want to be for signs and for wonders? This is your time. So grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. This is your time. Let's go do big things this 2024 and going forward. Don't die with your story. Inbox me and say, hey, I just launched my book today. I want to see as many that are going to use this video to turn their life around and have authority to whatever it is that you know by just putting it down for somebody to read it and actually tell you how they feel about, your work, and you can grow from there. So leave the shame, leave the limitation, and go all in and produce the best out of your life this season, because you deserve it. Until then, remain in your joy. As you know, only joy will bring to you. Only joy. Bye-bye for now, and see you guys on the top.